Right, now I did this while I was camping and I screwed up the video, and I managed to make some pickles and some peppers and some onions, and it worked. But my recipe was a little bit too strong because I didn't do my math correctly, because this pouch is designed to make, like, I don't know, a whole bunch, like a lot more than this. So I reduced it down. Here's my recipe. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of, this is Mrs. something. See, I tore the damn label off because I'm stupid. But anyway, 1/2 cup vinegar, 1.5 cups of distilled water. And I've got some fresh cucumbers that we just bought from the grocery store. And I have got my vacuum pump, and I have my little vacuum chamber. And we're going to do this. Right then. Pickles in the jar. As you notice, the lid is not necessary because we're going to do this under a vacuum. So I'm going to turn the vacuum on. And there's my vacuum. I need to push down because the seal, I need to get the seal started. Once it starts, it'll suck a vacuum. Push it down. Come on. Hold that phone and don't touch the screen, please. Oh, almost. There it goes, there it goes. There it goes. Negative pressure, there it goes. Got a vacuum. Now look in there. See the bubbles? Not the ceiling fan. Look on the top. Look on the top. You see that? There you go. Here come the bubbles. So, there we go. See the bubbles? Alright, I got a good vacuum. Pretty good. Look at the bubbles. Oh, look at those bubbles. It's pulling all the air and leftover liquid out of the cucumbers. Look at those bubbles. Look at that thing boil at room temperature. Look at the bubbles. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna go to the store and I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes and we're gonna have pickles. Look at that thing, boil and bubble. Bubble, bubble, boil and trouble. I'm making pickles in less than 20 minutes. And just to mark the time, it started off at about 1:08. It just clicked over to 1:09, so we'll go with 1:08. So we'll call it 1 minute so far. Right. It's been officially 10 minutes, and we are still bubbling. Everything is working. Negative pressure. Bubbling, bubbling, toil and troubling. Almost at the 15-minute mark. And we still got a pretty good bubble. Quite a bit of air bubbles and liquid and whatever is being drawn out, and when I release the vacuum, it's gonna suck all that vinegar brine right into the cucumber, and it's gonna make an instant pickle. So like I said, we're right about at the 15-minute mark, but look at that, sucker's still bubbling. I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes. Almost 20 minutes, and we are still pulling bubbles. Although it has appeared to slow down a little bit, it's not kind of roaring bubbles on top. It's been 20 minutes, This is about when I stopped. So when I was camping, I made that batch, and my brine solution was twice as strong as this batch. I don't personally mind, but Nancy said it was too much vinegar and maybe too salty. So we basically reduced our recipe to half on this batch. And here we are once again at the 20-minute mark. And it's still bubbling, slowing down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. Maybe let it sit until I lose pressure. Give it a couple of minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and shut this off. And the bubble stops immediately. I'm still holding a little bit of negative pressure. Not really bubbling, but it's still holding. Still holding. So if it's not bubbling, that's not doing me any good. So I'm going to go ahead and release the pressure. And what it should do is it should there we go. So it basically just, all that negative pressure just sucked all that brine right into the cucumbers. At this point, I should be able to take this off and just let it sit for a couple of minutes, maybe. Wow. Can you see the color change? Look at the color. I can see a difference in the color already. So I'm just going to let these guys sit for a couple of minutes and then we'll give them a taste. And right now we're at 22 minutes total. I want to point out that this is not a way to preserve. If you want to preserve pickles, if you want to make pickles that last a long time, months and months, then you need to boil them and you need to put a lid on them and you need to can them properly. But if you're going to do it this way, you can make instant pickles in 25-30 minutes.